Today, we get to interview my lovely wife, and we're going to be talking about perimenopause.
Yay.
Fun stuff. So I have a list of questions here that we're going to be going through, and we'll see how long this ends up.
Okay.
So first question, when did you first realize something was changing?
Gosh, things changed after we had kids. No.
Do you attribute that to perimenopause or?
No, that's
kids?
hormonal changes. Kids change your hormones. That was hard to get back from. So perimenopause, I'm not sure. I think I don't really have symptoms, but I am 47. So I did notice this year, over the year, my weight gain has changed. Like I've always kind
This
of
year
fluctuated.
specifically.
This year, in a year. So kind of a little bit variations before that, but I really noticed that instead of gaining in my hips, I gained in my belly. That's a huge difference for me. Like I knew how to dress to where my weight was, and now it's like just totally changed. That's huge.
So is that the thing that surprised you most about, I guess, perimenopause in general, or anything else that surprised you?
Really just like everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about these hot flashes. Everybody's talking about all these symptoms they have. I do forget words. I do lose my words.
It can also be a mom thing too.
Yes. So I don't know what that is, but everybody talks about all these things. So I guess that surprised me where like my weight changed and I couldn't figure out why. And I figured, well, maybe this is why. Maybe it's perimenopause.
So are there any other symptoms that you feel like you've experienced?
No, I don't have hot flashes. I don't have PMS. I mean, I never really did, but if I eat really bad, I think I would have more PMS then. I don't know, what are the symptoms?
Well, do you have sleep issues, sex drive problems?
So sleep always has been a problem since I've had kids. Sex drive always fluctuates with my period though, and that's still the same. So
I know how in your period is 28, 30, 35?
28 to 30 days, like clockwork.
Still pretty regular?
Not too heavy, normal.
So your symptoms are really manageable.
Yeah.
Like other than the weight gain, which is just annoying, which you still look great.
You're so sweet.
A lot of women don't have this experience. What do you attribute it to?
Well, I am married to you.
We'll come back to that.
I think probably because I'm always working on my health. I mean, there's areas that I've always not done a great job. And in the last 2 months, I've worked really hard on. So I've made changes. But I think that's why I've been working on balancing hormones for a long time. So
how are you working on it? Because a lot of people think like when they come into us and they are wanting to work on hormones, they kind of expect us to jump like right to hormones, whether it's hormone replacement or like Dong Quai and Chase Tree or things like specific for that. But you're not actually doing those. So what are you doing for your hormones?
I'm so glad I don't have to. Dong Quai and Chase Tree is gross. How am I working on hormones? Well, it started with adrenal fatigue. We figured out I had that after kids. So it was mainly like the blood work and fixing everything that where my numbers were off and then working on the adrenals. And how am I working on my hormones?
I would say mostly through adrenals, really.
Yeah.
By making sure you have your kind of basic nutrition down. But
yes. And one big thing was, because I get tired really easy during the day. So if I am tired, you told me years ago, you need to take that 10 minutes out, even 10 to 30 minutes, whether it's a nap or just completely resting and take that rest during the day. And that's going to help your cortisol levels. So that's something that I still do to this day if I need to.
And a lot of people think that, if I nap during the day, I'm not going to sleep at night. It's actually the opposite. As long as you're not oversleeping, but like, I mean, even a 20, 30-minute nap, it will make a big difference. Yeah. Now, something that you have always struggled with and you're doing a whole lot better with, and I've told you this for years and years, and just recently you started doing it, is protein.
Yes. Since college, you've been telling me up your protein. I hate protein. I don't like it. I used to like chicken, and then I got pregnant with our son, and I loved beef, and I love beef now.
You've kind of struggled with getting enough protein. And if you eat enough protein, then a lot of times you're actually not eating as many calories as you should, or you're actually going the other way. Right. And it kind of depends on your type of cycle as well.
Yeah. And this is for another video, but I drastically changed my diet since January because of the weight gain.
What's your protein goal then?
But I focus on protein for right now. This is as much as a poly diet. I focus on protein. My app says 110 or 100, I think. I really personally shoot for 90 because it's really hard to get that high for me. I'm focusing also on getting real healthy fiber and not eating fake foods. So I've had like no fake foods. I've had a bite here and there. If we're out on vacation and I have a snack, I'm going to eat a chip with avocado oil and no fake ingredients, like only real. So no fake foods and making sure every meal has a protein to balance it out.
And you've also been really good about like portion control. Like it doesn't mean you can't have like a chip, but like you're having a chip or two. Like you're
Right.
not having like a bag of it.
Well, I don't need to portion control because I'm so full. We don't really know when we're full because of all this fake food. It messes with our brains and our gut. And so when you're eating the right foods, your body tells you when you're done. So if you're not sure if you're full, you take another bite of protein. If you just can't eat that other bite, then you're done.
Right. And another trick that I like is if you feel like you're hungry, drink a glass of water first and then see if you're still hungry.
Do I do that?
She is a camel.
That doesn't make a difference for me.
So are there any other things that you attribute your good transition with? You use the Oura ring, you use your watch,
The Oura
you
ring
track
has
your
helped.
exercise.
Yes, the Oura ring has helped with my sleep and helped with I found from the Oura ring, or not the Oura ring, the Ultrahuman. I'm not going to advertise the Oura because they didn't care about us advertising them. So I used the Ultrahuman and my watch, noticing my HRV was so low, that really bothered me. So it was more of a recovery thing. So learning how to do more active recovery. I walk a lot. It's not a hot flash, but it's hot. It's 100 degrees today in March. So walking a lot, active recovery, that was huge for me. Also working out since college, even before college, I think you were always on me about weights. I don't want you to have be like this when we're old.
I don't want to be like that either.
So weights are good for your bones and your muscles. Protein and lifting weights is something that is really good for your hormones.
And I would say if you have to choose between weights and cardio, you do weights.
He's always told me that. And I always argue with him but I have to walk.
Walking?
But it's not in place of exercise like weights. But it also shouldn't be left off because what it does for your metabolism is amazing.
Correct.
And then the last thing is because I am still cycling, and I do think that even after menopause, I don't know if this is true, you tell me, but women still kind of cycle with their hormones. I have a friend that's cycling. We're noticing she cycles with her hormones.
Yes.
But so the first half of my cycle, I'm doing weights about 5 days a week. I'll do hardcore mountain biking. I'll do my 45-minute walks. I'll do everything. The second half of my cycle, when I'm really tired, working with my body. If my body tells me I'm tired and I need to recover, I've had a bad HRV night, the next day I use that as recover, where I'll do Pilates and walk instead of heavy weights. But I'm still doing something, just not something like overdoing it, because overdoing it's going to suck my cortisol or raise it.
It depends on where you're at in that cycle, but yes. Yeah.
So working with my body.
Yeah.
Really.
So you do technically still have a cycle. You just don't have enough of a cycle to have a period. And that's why oftentimes women, if they had PMS before, they'll still have some. It's kind of on a monthly basis. And so
interesting. But that's another thing, how women and men are so different. Men can go all month, and their hormones are pretty level. Like ours, when our progesterone way shoots up, it makes us so tired. We're resting and our body's repairing, and we actually need more food and more protein. And so trying to go with my body instead of fight my body. Like in that half, if I do upper body and lower body during the week, I can do Pilates the rest of the week instead of I have to go to the gym, but I'm exhausted. I feel like that's going to ruin things. And it's helped.
So here's the big question.
Okay.
What is it like going through perimenopause and being married to a functional medicine doctor?
I have all my resources right at home. If I read something, is this true? But having your husband or your dad as the doctor, he doesn't treat you the same as patients. You know, it's very hard because it's I need to have a visit with you to tell me what to do. And it's getting information on the fly. It makes it a little bit more difficult. But if I'm doing stuff and researching stuff on my own, I always have a sounding board and I always have somebody tell me, oh, that's all bull or that's right on.
Yeah. So I'll give the flip side. It's hard for me telling you stuff because you don't want to listen to me either. And it's not until you hear something from somebody else oh, did you hear about this? It's yeah, I told you that 5 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever.
No, he thinks I don't want to listen.
Yeah.
I listen. You've been telling me protein and weights since college. And I've done it
that's exactly
years.
my point.
I've done it for years. It's just been a few years that I've gotten out of it.
So is it helpful or annoying or?
No, I think it's helpful. I think we both have the same goal in mind. We always have. We've always thought it's very important to take care of our bodies because even though our death day is known, how you feel when you're living is really important. How we can spend time. That was the first thing.
Quality versus quantity.
Yeah. The first thing after kids, when I was so tired, I couldn't run around with our 2-year-old. That was a goal to take care of myself so that I could.
So do you feel more supported or do you feel observed?
I don't feel observed. No, I do go in my own head when I notice my weight gain is different. I'm thinking that you're seeing that and that gets in my head. But you're like, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, no, I think it's more if I feel observed, it's stuff I bring on myself, not because of anything you're doing. So I think it's helpful and I think I have a great resource and I think I'm very lucky.
So what would be the kind of main takeaway from all of this that you would tell a fellow friend or whoever going through?
It doesn't have to be miserable. There are natural ways. You do have to take care of yourself and it's not easy. We have this culture where everything needs to be easy, feel good, quick fix.
Want it yesterday.
Yeah, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get real results with fake stuff. If you don't work on yourself, you're never going to feel good. If you're just doing hormone replacement, you're going to be always chasing your tail. I need this today. Oh, my hormones fluctuated again. I need this. My hormones don't.
Or dealing with the side effects of that.
Yeah, I don't know what those are, but I know your hormones fluctuate. And if I'm eating sugar, my hormones are going to fluctuate so much more. And so when you're adding hormones to fix that fluctuation, you don't eat sugar, then it goes back down. And so you're constantly chasing it. If you're just taking care of yourself, overall, you feel better. And I've changed my numbers. But that's for a diet video. I think you can do it, but it's hard work and you have to be willing to put in the time and energy to yourself. God wants us to take care of our bodies. It's important.
Anything else?
Support is helpful.
Support, yeah.
Yep.
If you're the only person in the household doing it, it's going to suck.
It's a lot harder. Yeah.
So I always tell all my specifically wives, moms, grandmothers, whatever, if you're going to do it, make your whole family do it.
Or family members. If you know somebody's struggling, eat healthy with them. One thing I noticed when we were first married, this is awesome. It doesn't matter how my food tastes. If I would hand you something and say, this is so healthy. I did this, and this, and it's healthy. So he would take a bite. This is so good.
I'm also, yes,
I'm not that way.
This is true. And I'm not a picky eater.
No.
I'm a healthy eater. I like to be a healthy eater.
You're a healthy eater. I love food.
You are definitely a foodie.
If I make a good meal, like last night was so good, I'm just like, this is so good. If I make a bad meal, it's like, this is crap, throw it away. Let me go get a snack. Perimenopause doesn't have to be miserable. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be life-changing, although it is a different change of life. It can be good. You don't have to have hormones, and it will take time to get where you want to be.
Getting older is not always easy, but it's better than the alternative.
But there's a beauty in it.
There is, yes.
This is a side note, but everybody's always like sad that they're getting older. I'm like, okay, yes, I loved when my kids are little, but I love this stage now. I loved before we had kids, our marriage. I loved our marriage when our kids were little, and I love this stage that we're going into now, the time that we get to have back that we used to have. Getting old is wonderful to watch your family grow and to watch add-ons to your family. Getting old is a good thing.
Can be. I'm Dr. Craig Mortensen, my lovely wife, assistant / office manager. Would you like to get up and do a spin?
No.
Maybe later.
This has to put something.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, comment, and we will see you next time.
How are you doing in menopause, perimenopause, all of it? Not even near menopause, after kids' hormones, all of it. Hormones are not fun sometimes.
Leave a comment.